Hello there and welcome back to episode 22 of my Old World Beginner's Guide. And between videos I was thinking of ways I could try and solve some of the problems with stone. One of the things that is using a little bit of stone is the fact that I still have some slingers. Now, I do have access to archers now, and I can upgrade the slingers to archers. Upgrading isn't something that we've done so far in this campaign. If we just click on a city, because it's the easiest way to see what their usage is really. If we click on a city and we look at a slinger, we can see that a slinger consumes 1 stone per turn, whereas an archer consumes 2 lumber per turn. Now, we don't have a great deal of lumber coming in either, but at the same time, we do actually have a decent amount of lumber in reserve, as it were, whereas we don't have an awful lot of stone. The archers are objectively better. They have the same amount of hit points, but they do have 5 attack and defense rather than 4. They also have a range of 3 rather than 2. So what I'm going to do is upgrade all of my slingers. I think I've only got about 3. So that will save me 3 stone per turn. Not a huge amount. I am at the end of the turn from the last video, but we've still got 18 orders left. I'm going to click on this button up in the top right hand corner, which is the crossed swords and shield. And that will actually give me a list of all of my units in alphabetical order. And I can see I've got, 4 slingers down here. So and 3 of them are rank 2, so I've had promotion. If we click on these units, we will now have an upgrade option. It's a fold out because some units may have multiple upgrade paths. So if I upgrade this unit, it'll cost 1 year, because it'll cost me 80 training. It'll come straight out of there. It'll take a year, it'll use an order, and it'll cost the 100 lumber. So we just basically click on that, and I'm going to go through all of the slingers and upgrade them all to archers. Another thing, I really do want to get on top of the issue with discontent in the cities. I did have somebody sort of ask what the result of discontent is. Basically, it increases city maintenance, it makes the family who own that city dislike you more, and it also decreases science and growth. So if you go onto the city screen and you mouse over where it actually says the level of discontent, so as we can see here, level 3, so minus 60% opinion from the Julius family, minus 15% growth, minus 15% science output, and an extra 15% in maintenance. And yeah, so we need to try and sort that out, really. We can do that by building all of the theatres and amphitheatres and stuff like that. I've also noticed, and I'd missed it before, when you have one of these improvements with a specialist in there, and it's a specialist that can be upgraded, you actually see this little sort of blue bar that fills up above the plus button, and if you actually mouse over, it says replaces an apprentice officer, master officer replaces an apprentice officer. We could go and get an elder officer who would then replace the master officer, so it always uses the same slot. But that's that done. I've promoted all of those units. I don't think I can, not promoted, upgraded. Promoting is a different thing. I don't think there are any other units that I can upgrade. There are no other upgrade paths open to me at the moment. We can upgrade these Nomad Marauders to Elite Marauders just for the cost of training. I mean, that might not be a bad idea. Make them into a better unit. I have used them quite a bit. In fact, I've used them pretty much extensively when dealing with the barbarians that have been invading. So, you know, it will cost us a little bit of training, but we did hit the cap on that not too long ago, so it is worth doing that. I may have another one milling around somewhere, but I'm not overly concerned by it. So let's go ahead and end the year. We'll jump on to the next turn. I think we still have a wonder that is under construction. We are going to miss out on the Control 3 Legendary Cities ambition because we've only got 7 years left on that. I don't think we've got any cities that are anywhere close to having that level of cultural development. Discovering architecture and jurisprudence we could possibly do. It depends how long our leader is going to last for. We also need to attempt to get some boats so that we can go across and clear this island out up to the northeast. Might even be some good places to settle up there as well, so we'll definitely have a look at that. This is our half-brother, now age 14. Has been seen sneaking off into the wilds after class each day, growing ever more inspired by nature. He can become tough, he can become fierce, or he can become a Highlander. So basically these are all just mostly... Well, no, there are leader traits in there as well. So tough gives him basically a bonus if to units that are damaged. Fierce is just straight up bonuses against infantry units, and Highlander is straight up bonuses if attacking from a hill. I think Fierce is probably the best all-rounder to go for here. Chancellor Publius the Vigilant is distressed at the falling out between yourself and his fellow Claudius family member, Governor Tiberius the Young. It does not reflect well on his leadership as oligarch or the other Claudii. To be at odds with the crown, he would like to intercede on your behalf. This would hopefully improve the relationship. Yeah, that's good. I do like that you actually get these events that remind you, hey, you should be doing something here. So, sure, let him go ahead and do that. Time passes quickly, so this is our daughter and heir. Princess Lucilla is growing up fast and eager to learn. Can't get philosophy, unfortunately. I guess discipline. I mean, charisma can be good, but I do like discipline, getting that money coming in. We can promote this guy, so he's a governor. Siege ships, well, ships could be useful. He's already got carpenter level 1. Or he could upgrade his charisma from 7 to 8. Let's max his charisma out and get these civics coming in as quickly as we can. That's all of the events dealt with. So we've got 3 not busy workers right now. Lots of things that we can do here for upgrades. We do have a theatre here. Suggesting a mine on the gems is probably not a bad idea. There's a lot of things that I actually need to build in this city. This is one of the newer ones. It's my furthest one to the southeast. So we need to get the nets there, and it's suggesting a hamlet. So there are plenty of things to be doing. We are being suggested to build a stronghold, a grove, a quarry. I mean, a quarry's not a bad idea, but a quarry here would be slightly better because it is at the foot of the mountains. I know that kind of impedes where our urban tiles can extend to, but it's really this one would be better. So I think we'll go ahead and get ourselves another quarry there. And we do have one more free worker. You have now finished building the amphitheatre. It's suggesting we can get a range over here. I don't think we've built a range yet. Also suggesting a mine. Certainly need a mine, but it's not great yields. Sure, let's trek all the way over there and build the range. We can get some promotions for our ranged units. Now, we do have some stuff going on up here. If we move slightly forward with our archer, we will actually be in range to take a shot. It's not a huge amount of damage. That is a worker who's busy doing something. I probably want to think about getting this. Well, he can stay there for now. He'll have enough movement to go over there and attack if need be. I'll back up with the archer if that becomes a problem. So let's have a look at this city. Our apprentice poet is complete. We've got the wrong religion here as well. We need to flip this city over, so that's something that we need to carry on with. Is it worth picking any of these things up? 5 years for a festival. We could get rid of some of that discontent. We cannot get a trapper at the moment. Are we out of population? We're out of population here. So yeah, we could get a master poet because that doesn't that replaces a specialist rather than creating another one. Let's just run the festival for a while until the population comes up, and we'll try and keep discontent down in a few cities where we can. We've got another city where we can choose a production. We've completed the apprentice monk here. Lots of upgrades that we could get. We could get a stone cutter. Only one option for the stone cutter there, but we'll get him just to try and increase our stone output. It is a little bit better already. It is 39. We need to get some more lumber mills now. That's going to be another problem. I wonder if later on if we'll be able to actually plant trees. What do I want to do with this guy? I guess we just uncover the rest of the map. Oh, I found a site. Hidden jewels. Our explorers discover a cache of jewels hidden deep in the abandoned ruins. Their orders were to explore the lands. Would you rather they exploit the discovery instead? So get 270 gold. Or get 680 gold but lose 140 training. I get more than 140 training in a turn. So... yeah, let's just take the gold. We have been using quite a lot of it to buy stone, so it's probably worthwhile. And yeah, we'll just uncover these last few bits and pieces of cloud where we can. I'm just going to go straight up and end the year there. So you can hit that little tick button or press number 6, and that'll just straight up end the turn. It will ignore anything, unless you've got like events that specifically have to be resolved there and then. It will just automatically end the turn without having you have to cycle through all of your units and everything else. So yeah, apart from food and gold, which we're doing really well on, our stockpiles are generally very low. I could go ahead and sell a bunch of food. Yeah, and my stuff's getting pillaged again. I definitely need to go over there and sort something out. We're getting a few people dying over here as well. Death of a governor. Choose a new one if we have one that's available. Oh, a couple of choices here actually. I really don't want ones that cause discontent, and I really don't want ones that reduce our science output. So I think this guy, civics, science and gold, he's got the lot really. We've got this disciple here. He has now built the monastery, so we want to keep building monasteries and keep spreading really. We do have we have spread over here, but we don't have the... take a long time to get around there. We do have a monastery here. You're probably building a monastery. Let's deal with you first, actually. So do we have a monastery here? That's suggesting... yeah, that's suggesting a monastery. I'm not sure why that tile specifically, but yeah, let's go with that. Let's also deal with this guy. Now, we do have a promotion here. Now, if I promote him... because it's a free promotion, it shouldn't put him into cooldown. You are in trees, plus 25% from trees. Let's give him ranger. And can we take a shot from there? Yes, we can. So significant bit more damage there. You could do some damage. How much damage would you do to him? I mean, you're not on the right tile. Let's back up a little bit with you. Let's move you into the space, because I think you are slightly stronger. And we'll have to repair that up again, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Let's go through the rest of our idle units. So this worker has completed another amphitheatre, suggesting the Acropolis up here, which is another wonder. Sure, let's get as many wonders as we can. That also culture bombs as well. So that will grab those 2 tiles. We don't have the stone, because of course we don't. 7,000 gold. That's going to use nearly all of our gold reserves to buy that. But I think it needs doing. We're going to be very, very short of gold for a while here. So yes, you have built the monastery there. We probably want to try and get a monastery over here. We're building a monastery in this city. This city already has one. Rome, I believe, already has one, or I was building one. No, Rome has one over here. But we know some of these cities down here do not. This city doesn't have one. So let's start moving you down here. We'll build a monastery in this city, and then we'll probably spread to the adjacent cities. Because we really want to get this religion flipped over. Okay, workers, you've built a farm. A lumber mill is actually a good idea. And it only costs us iron, luckily. No stone requirement, so we can afford that quite easily. So you've also finished building a theatre. We are getting suggestions of a granary and a quarry and a range. The quarry's not particularly great, but again, we do have big issues with stone. So let's get the quarry. And we've got one more unit left, which is this worker here. Well, I'm certainly not going to move him out into the water tile while he's being while that water tile's being attacked. So I think we could probably come over here and get the pasture. So let's work on that one. Okay, that's all good. We'll still do a little bit of scouting around here. Still a few tiles over here that we haven't uncovered yet, but that's fine. And we do have a city that has finished the disciple. Probably need at least one more disciple because we do have other... we do need to spread over here as well. So let's get another disciple. Or do we want to get a miner? Another 8.5 iron a year. Let's get the miner first. And we'll deal with that one step at a time. Okay, now we'll go on to the next turn. I'll have a look what technology we need to be able to get ships, because I need to get across there with some units and clear out what's spawning all of these barbarians. We're about to get Portcullis. Unlock Spymaster. Leads to towers. So that will give us another -1 discontent for having a friendly unit. Yeah, they're sending a few units over now. And these guys are sort of coming around. Yeah, tribal raid from a Numidian hovel, which must be what's up there. Our Chancellor was successful. Brilliant. So that guy likes us now. Somebody else has died. And our husband has now become severely ill. So navigation is, I think, what we need. There's nothing here that is free that we have to worry about taking straight away. So let's grab navigation. It's a single turn. I need to stop having to deal with these barbarians. So you have finished your construction of the stronghold. An amphitheatre is probably worthwhile. Again, we've got to buy the stone for that one. But it is what it is. This is suggesting a stronghold. That's also suggesting a quarry. Wide the +8. We could have it on the hill and get the +9. In fact, if we put a quarry here, we get +9.5. That's always a good thing if you actually mouse over a particular building on the left-hand side. It'll show you what the tile yields will be for that particular building. So right here would be a good place for a quarry, not for the hamlet. And in fact, in terms of a hamlet, it's the worst place because it would only give me 10 gold, and almost everywhere else would give me 20. So I'm going to go over here and build another quarry. We have... oh, this is the caravan. I haven't used the caravans yet. Start Caravan Mission. So we get to pick who we go to. So it looks like the further away, the more money we make. So it consumes an order. We make some money, and they like us. Well, let's keep going to Assyria. It'll be the least amount of profit, but it's a good way to try and keep them happy. Not sure whether that consumes the caravan or not. Guess we'll find out. We can have a Spymaster now. Is there anybody that we want to particularly put into place for that? This one would reduce some family opinion, but at the same time, does give us some science, does give us some extra orders. So now we have a Spymaster. Causes a little bit of unhappiness there, but that's fine. What else do we have left? Oh, I've got another caravan. Or is that the same one? Oh, we can cancel the caravan mission. Well, why? I've given you an order, so why are you telling me? Anyway, doesn't matter. Again, we could potentially get another barracks somewhere. Wrong button. Not a barracks, a quarry. Where would be the best spot for a quarry here? And they're all pretty terrible, to be honest. Though lumber mills are not a bad idea. I am just going to undo that move that I did just so I could see what was going on. I'm going to put you on... Actually, no, I'm going to undo that again. This is why the undo thing is so useful. I'm going to put you on this tile and build the lumber mill here. And the reason for that is this one will probably end up becoming an urban tile. And we have this disciple left. Where was I sending you? We already have a monastery down here. We're building one over there. So I don't have to worry about this one. Was I bringing you down here? You do have the right religion, but no monastery. We can build one. In fact, again, I'm just going to undo that and bring him down to a tile that isn't necessarily... make sure it's within the right borders. Yeah, so I'll put you on this tile. We'll get the monastery there. All these monasteries are using lumber as well, so we really do need to get some of these lumber mills going where we can. We've got a couple of events that we need to sort through. The sudden arrival of envoys from Persia caused disorder in the court. Their ruler, Parisatis, demands that we take up arms against Egypt. Well, we're not really going to do that, are we? What will be the point? Yeah, Persia can lose opinion on me. That's fine. Not interested in courtly pursuits. Maximus the Humble leaves his training and takes up residence in the nearby city of Latita. He uses his knowledge to help with domestic troubles, estranged siblings, marriages, and the occasional political dispute. Within a matter of months, he becomes beloved by the people. You have invested much in Decimus, but philosophy encourages each person to follow truth where it leads. So he's a philosophy student. He's reduced the discontent there, which is really good. So we can gain +2 legitimacy. Or we can make him become ascetic, where he will lose charisma, but will gain wisdom and discipline. No, I think we'll just keep him as he is. That's fine. He's reducing discontent there, so I quite like that. We do have some military units that we can move around. And we do still have these annoying barbarians that are coming in. So we'll try and wipe these things out where we can. And keep taking a shot. We're actually hidden in these trees as well. We are out of range at the moment, though, so we can't do anything about that. Need to keep my eye on this to make sure that we get it fixed up. But yeah, once we've got navigation, we'll have boats. That'll be easier. We do have quite a few cities that are not doing anything right now, so we need to get that sorted. So if we look down on here, we can actually get moats now, which will reduce discontent even more. So I'm going to go ahead, and again, we've got to buy the stone, which is annoying, but we'll do that. So I'm going to go through all of the cities, and yeah, that's a lot of stone. We can only afford to get a couple. Which cities have some of the highest discontent? Level 2, level 3, level 4. Oh, we don't even have walls here. Let's get the walls there then. That's part of the issue. Can we afford any more? We could probably afford one more somewhere. Level 3 in Rome, but you're already working on the moat. Level 3 here. Okay, that's all of our money spent. So can we get something that doesn't require us to spend any stone? Well, we can get a stone cutter. It's our next city that needs to produce something. Nothing here that's particularly useful. Your unrest isn't particularly high, or I should say your discontent isn't particularly high. So probably don't need to bother too much with that. We could get a settler out here, actually, in preparation of moving up here and doing something, which I think is what is going to happen, ultimately. You have completed the work on the caravan. We could go ahead and get ourselves another Hestatus. We're not making a huge amount of iron, but I still feel safer having some stronger units around. And I think we've got one city remaining. We could get another disciple. I think we do need one more. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's all of our notifications done. We do still have this scout. So again, let's try and just uncover a little bit more of the map. There's still quite a patch in the middle. We might find some more events that we can trigger. So it's well worth having a good look around. And yeah, I might also then want to start bringing him home to go and scout the lands over to the northeast. So I shall probably click over here and remember that for the next time, hopefully. Anyway, that seems like a good point to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying this series. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.